first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
First down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This is 2nd and 8.
Dragon 60. Let's go now. 76.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here comes 3rd down at 7.
19 Lions. Bronco 79 Broncos. Panther 11. Panther 11.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 48 yards. And the Shamrocks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Dolphins, nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for an Austin first down.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Nobles. Completes this to Elijah Higgins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10. As they've got things rolling on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Nobles. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. Ends up forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. About 3 yards there to the 27. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. Nobles. This one swung out to Williams. And this one ought to get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
It's 4th down.
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats!
4th down. Nobles. And he is caught. They've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
19 at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Nobles. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Mitchell. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Viking, 8 79 Broncos. 50, Warriors, 17.
Back to throw. Nobles. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Dragon 60. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. At the Dolphins' 46-yard line.
19 Lions.
They'll try the left side. Durham. And just shedding him off there. And he'll go down the middle before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Buffalo 18. Here we go. Set.
Now a handoff up the middle. Durham. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 18-yard line. 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
18, Pioneer. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
Back to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Let's go now. 70, Timber Wolf. Shot 60, shot 60. Go.
Looking to throw. These guys running back out of the backfield. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Honolulu. First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. And Xavier Worthy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys have taken the lead. Auburn now for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
Yeah, simple. Tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And then Boston.
Looking to throw. Nobles. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And a Honolulu 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Durham. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. There's a short one caught by Phantom. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
3rd and 4.
Let's go now. Viking 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
They'll drop the throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Throw left side complete. That's Higgins. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Nobles. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
That's good for Austin. 1st down.
Looking to throw. Nobles. Going to throw right side here. Complete.
The 1st down pass.
Now 2nd and 5.
Number 82. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. This pass complete to Higgins. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
19, Panther 11. Panther 11.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Now he's going to step up and run. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. 60, back, 18, 19, Dragon 60.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have moved out in front.
Cameron Dicker.
Extra point try now from Dicker. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more bonus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a 1st down.
36-yard line.
Looks like they'll move things around here.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's got room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That's another. Honolulu. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready up. 79 Broncos. Get up. Panther 11. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take it in for the touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Shamrocks are an extra point away from drawing level. Aubrey now for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. The
couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the teams. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half. The same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
The pass.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Dragon 60.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
A 7-yard gain. And the Dolphins first down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2nd and 6.
49-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Nobles. Going right side here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
Looking to throw. Nobles. He'll try to pick it up himself. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Panther 60, Panther 60. Panther 11, 79 Grunt, 18 Rattler, 18, trap 60, trap 60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Ready, ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Viking 18. Go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
70, ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
A gain of 15 yards. And a Honolulu first.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Durham. Now another timeout called for by the offense. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Intended for number
Now
22.
it's 2nd and 10.
Complete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. Open man is Ibuka. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready, break. 79 Broncos. Ready, Panther 11, Panther 11, Cowboy 80, Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates, 7.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play in this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who was not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
At the 44-yard line.
2nd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. His first catch of this third quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
19, Mustang 19.
Operating from the gun, Novus. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is across midfield from one 49 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 49-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Novus. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
On 2nd down.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
70 Ranger, go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Novus. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
18,
Back to throw. Nobles. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
At the 8-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Nobles. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Ricky Pearsall from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Now they'll go with a reverse. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small magical spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want to get the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
That's good.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
29-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
60 Bobcats, 60 Panthers 60, Panthers 79 Broncos. Go!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
19 Lions. Ready?
He'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
7 Pirates, 18, Pioneer.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out when they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
19, 70, 70, 50, Panther 11, Panther.
Back to throw. Nobles. Well, going deep here for Taylor. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. 55 yards. And the Dolphins continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
21. Cameron Dicker.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go, start.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball, then move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
2nd and 11. Over the middle, that's defended as tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
That's good for a Honolulu.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
76, Dragon 6, 18, come 19, come 19.
Following the fumble recovery, Novus throwing right, and that's complete. This will give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Here we go. Cooper 19 tight, 19 tight, go.
Looking to throw. Novus. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just get rid of it. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know you can just run this clock out, because this one is over a long time ago. Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 24-yard gain on the play. And the Dolphins
back to throw. Novus. Now he'll tuck this and run. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10.
Let's go now. 79 Broncos.
Looking to throw. Novus. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Ty Felton from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all, because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2 at the 10-yard line.
Drop 60.
Operating from the gun. Nobles. Throw left side to Higgins. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Gain of 6. And the Dolphins first down.
Back to throw. Nobles. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just held on to that big lead. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-persing them. They were going up against a team that's playing it in the league level.
That's another.
Here's Pacheco once again. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
At the 27-yard line.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Come on. Set. 6, Cowboy 80. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Drop 60, drop 60.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to
1. 19 tight. 19
at the 1-yard line.
Looking to throw. Douglas. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And it'll be intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Complete. This is Mitchell. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And an Austin. First down. A gain of 22 yards.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Panther 7 Pirates, Viking 18. Ready.
Back to throw. Nobles. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the offense on third down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is third and 7.
Come back, team.
Looking to throw. Nobles. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun, Nobles. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 33, here's second down and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
70, 18, 19 tight, 19 tight. 19 Lions.
Back to throw, Nobles. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond to that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. More muscle up front for this second and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 43, here's second down and 2.
Come on, come on.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Pass caught by Fannin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
That's another Honolulu first down.
Back to throw now on first down. That's downfield. He's got Fannin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Honolulu first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Back to throw here. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Harold Fannin, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Shamrocks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the Dolphins are going to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to that play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
First and goal.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Left wing 19.
Operating from the gun, Nobles. And he's going to go down. Safe back at the 13-yard line. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
It's third down and goal.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now.
60 Eagles, tracking 60. Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Right back to him on first down. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. 48 yards. And the Shamrocks take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
First down, Dolphins.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. Has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect intended, but they wanted to be people of their word, playing this thing all the way out, trying to finish us strong.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
4 yards.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Here we go, here we go. Gravity Lions. Check, ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Durham. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
30-yard line.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. On third down, Durham. And he'll be taken down.